What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy. We back again. Another leg day. I'm not sure if we want to hit another PR. You know what? We're going to hit another PR, but we're going to try to shoot for 10 reps of 175 because I did some math. And apparently, if you do 10 reps or 175 for 3 sets, that's like comparable to 225 one time. So we're going to try to work all the way up to 10 reps and then go up from there. You know, amen to that. But I'm going to warm up 30 pounds of both sides, 60, 105. That's a warm up. And then we'll go from there. What's good on YouTube? Today we're going for another PR. I'm trying to get to at least, I want to say 10 reps, but we only did this for like 9, and we are like freshly fresh. Like we woke up this morning, warmed up for a little bit. My knee is, I don't even know. Like my knee is not hurt, but it's not like, I don't feel warm yet, but we're going to work it out. No excuses. Anywho, because I did do some dynamic stretches before I got up, but I didn't like, I probably should do some cardio beforehand. Maybe either jump rope or go on the Stairmaster or something. But we did warm up before this, and we did 105 as well. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Uh, 10. All right. For real. So now, lesson. No excuses, guys. No excuses. You know, every day, well, not every day, but every other day, maybe, I'm gonna see this one girl who comes in. She has one leg. She has a bionic leg, an extension, if you will, right? But she comes in here often enough to where if you're seeing her and she works out, you know, and I was thinking to myself, like, given my negative mindset, and given all the negative things that overwhelm me when I get caught up in it, if I only had one leg, honestly, I wouldn't be trying to work out like that. I'd be like, well, it's kind of over. Can't really walk nowhere. I can't really do anything, you know. But this girl, she's here. She's here. She's working out with everybody else. She's hitting them weights like everybody else. She's doing what a lot of people who have both legs and the ability and the resources to work out don't do. Straight up. She's doing a lot of things that they won't do or they don't do. Similarly, like even yesterday, right? I got off work. I could have went to the gym, but I didn't. And I was just like, I can always just wait till tomorrow, which I could have. But something I'm even thinking about right now is that I'm not going to have time to eat breakfast. Because from here, I literally go from here to something for school, and then I have an interview, and then literally after that I have a meeting at for my dentist appointment, right? And so I was just like, I wasn't thinking yesterday, and I got caught up in my feelings of not wanting to do what I need to do or putting it off. Procrastination. That's what the word is. For like procrastination. And because of that, I ended up having to do this today, even though I could have did it yesterday. You know? And it's not like bad per se. You do need rest. I did feel like I need rest. I needed rest yesterday. But you know, how many times do we make up something in our head and then overblow it and then don't act? You know? We both do that. I still got what, 2 minutes left? You know, I was watching some Diamond Gym videos, and Unc was talking about how there's no such thing as overtraining if you're training for a job that you're willing to die for, right? Now, scientifically, that makes zero sense. But what I want to point out is the mindset, right? What I want to point out is the mindset. Okay, Unc is a firefighter. He goes out of his way to save people from fires, to put out the fires. You know, he does what needs to get done in order to get you out that fire. Imagine him going in there, his muscles get sore. He's just like, yeah, guys, I can't save anymore. You know, my muscles are sore. Because he never doesn't know what it's like to push past failure, to keep going after failure. You know, and I'm not advocating for overtraining, but the whole point is effort and mindset. How much effort are you putting into the set? How much effort are you putting into the workout? How much effort are you putting into your diet? You know, how many excuses do you come up with in your head before you do anything? If you do anything. But it's almost time to hit this set again. So I'm gonna get right back to it. Hey. But I did 10 on the first set. I'm trying to do 10 on this next one to see what happens. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. See, I'm already stalling still. I'm still stalling because I don't want to pick this weight up. I'm going to have to, but you know what? Maybe I should start working on just going as quickly as possible without thinking about it. So that way I'm not like sitting here running my phone battery dry while I'm trying to think whether or not I do this weight. But our goal is 10. You know, let's go on the other side. That's for the sake of a different angle. That was 10. No, maybe I'm able to do 10 because of a narrow stance. Oh yeah, narrow stance. I think I'm able to only do 175 on here because I'm in a narrow stance. I'm not going all the way down to as deep as I can get it, which is probably why I can only do 8 last time and 10 this time. That's the only thing I changed, was having a more narrow stance. So this next set, we're gonna rest for about 4-something minutes. So 4-something minutes so we can rest all the way and then hit this last set. Try to do full depth, see what happens. All right, final attempt. We're gonna try to go for 10 for a deep squat, see what happens. But if we can't, amen. If we can somehow, also amen. 8 is also good, but we did 10. 10 is 10, I don't care. I'm still stalling. I've been here for like at least 30 seconds, maybe a minute. But jeez. Just thinking about like injuring myself if I lift this much, even though I've already done it already, and I can't let that stop me, because that right there it's not necessarily weakness. It's just evolution, right? You don't want to hurt yourself. You might be injured forever. You might get sick. But that's just my body telling me, you know, that it's scared. And I have to keep going no matter what. Because if it's me or my body's going to suffer. Just so y'all know. Anywho, let's get it done. After years of stalling, I did it. That's 10. That's a PR. Now next week, we can go up at least 5 pounds, maybe 10. But we'll see. Hitting calves again, up 10 pounds. Only set you're gonna see of this because I'm kind of short on time. Gonna make sure to make it home and iron this stuff out. 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay, cool. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go, matey. Today, it is adductors, I believe. Yeah. Now we're doing 160 today instead of 150. We're almost maxed out this machine, guys. Almost there. It was funny. I hit abductors yesterday, and I hit my inner thigh more than my outer thigh. Because the next day, I was like, did I pull a nerve or something? Jesus. But yesterday I was like, did I pull a nerve? Because I was walking around and I was just sore all in here, all like right here. I'm like, I was kind of dizzy because freaking, I was dizzy because I thought I was like, am I like deteriorating or something? Deteriorating. Iridocyclitis. Anyway, but I felt like I hit my inner thigh more out yesterday. I mean, a couple days ago, 2 days ago, than I did today, or usually when I do adductors. But, anywho, laziness. I'd be forgetting to talk about laziness. But laziness, when you're lazy, you're not just like resting. You're losing time. You're losing effort, and you're losing compound interest. Okay? The first time you're lazy doesn't feel like that big of a deal. Because, like, you deserve it. You need some rest, and da-da-da-da. Then you do it the next day. Then you do it the next day. Then you do it the next day, okay? Laziness is a habit. Procrastination is a habit, okay? And it's one of the worst ones because when you really need to get something done, you won't feel like getting it done, even if you really need to. Even if you really, really, really needed to get it done, you won't get it done because you're just gonna wait around. I'll do it tomorrow. 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 Okay? It's just not an effective strategy to get where you want to go. You have to force yourself to get up. Just like today, if I didn't have all my interviews and junk today, I'd probably be doing this around either 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. One of the two. I'd be either doing this super early or super late. But my whole point. Hold on, let me do this set. Yeah. 10. Okay, cool. But take from what you could have been. You could have been 1% better yesterday and 0.5% better the day before. And let's say it's 0.5 all throughout the 30 days. That's 6% better in a month. Whatever. Do the math on that. That's 6% better. Okay? 6% times 12. What? Was that 72? That's 70% better this year if you just got better 0.5 times better every day. Okay? Even if it's 0.0001. The point is that because you procrastinate, you lose out on the compound effect. You lose out on the compound effect on a regular basis. And you're substituting it for the negative version of that. Because if you don't get it done, you regress. Then compound interest works against you, and you become worse over time. Anybody who draws or has a talent, and then anyone who draws or has a talent and just either stops altogether or loses it altogether, guess what happens? Guess what happens? It's harder for them to get back into it. They lose it. They lose their ability to draw well. Like they might be able to do like better than the average person because they're just that talented, but also, but also, they're not as good as they used to be. It's going to take them time to regain the muscle, or even in the gym. If you don't work out for a while, you might lose the strength that you had before. You might not lose like the actual muscle definition. Who knows? I don't know. But but when you get back in the gym, all of a sudden all that muscle memory starts coming back. And you're like, okay, cool. Now I'm back again. Like same thing with me in the bench. Same thing with me in the bench press. But anywho, laziness will rob you. Laziness will rob you of who you could be, because who you could be is being held back by you today. Anyway, I want to finish this last set, finish it out. That's like the close, triumphathletic.net, code MINT, M-I-N-T, code MINT, M-I-N-T, 10% off your order. We're going to get this done. 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. That is it. Goodbye, friends.